Hello and welcome. For those of you that might have watched previously, you may notice there is a new background, and that is because we have moved into our new crib. Yes, so we're loving it so far. I'm sure I'll do a video on it at some point. So recently, I've been feeling really guilty about our lack of general sightseeing. I'm a bit of a rubbish sightseer in general, not a massive fan of museums, etc. But last weekend, I persuaded Nick and another friend of ours, Rajini, who, in all honesty, is pretty much our only friend in the Bay Area, to take a little day trip to Angel Island. So Angel Island is a small island just north of San Francisco, and I think back in the sort of early 1900s it was where Chinese immigrants were interrogated and held for potentially what could be years. Cheery. But now it is a lovely national park, but we've been told you get incredible views of the city, and it's a lovely day out. So yeah, we gave it a go and had a lovely day, and this is it.
As you can see, we started the road trip with a bit of a domestic, but Nick soon got into the Easter spirit. We picked up Rajini and then headed towards Tiburon, where we're going to be getting the ferry over to Angel Island. For said domestic earlier that morning was because we were running late. We were having to drive to a small town called Tiburon to then get a ferry over to Angel Island. If we missed the 11 o'clock ferry, we were going to have to wait 2 hours for the next one. Sod's law, as we screeched into Tiburon, we saw the ferry cruising off in the distance. Balls. I do believe God works in mysterious ways though, because we discovered a lovely restaurant next door that was serving Bucks Fizz, or mimosas, as the Americans like to call them. So we settled down for brunch and a catch-up. Nick went for the burger, when in Rome and all that, and I treated myself, well, technically Nick treated me, to a prawn omelette. I'm literally like a magpie for prawns. I'm basically the English version of Bubba Gump, just with slightly smaller gums. So we jumped on the ferry with the 200 other tourists and sailed off into the horizon. Well, actually, it was only about a 5-minute trip, but a lovely ride and great views of the city. We were told the best way to get around the island was on bike, so we hired a few and then set off for a leisurely tour. Now, when people say it's just like riding a bike, I think that is bulls, because I hadn't ridden for years, and literally I was like Bambi on ice. I soon got my bike legs though, was cruising, extreme GoProing and selfieing like a pro. The views of the city were absolutely stunning, and we took the opportunity to bust out a few yoga poses. I put Rajini's superior posture down to the fact she's been living here a year longer than I have.
After a lovely wholesome day of cycling across the rolling hills, we decided to go for a quick dinner with Rajini and another friend, and after a few margaritas decided to carry on and went for an evening out in Castro. Luckily for everyone, I didn't really do much filming, but I did find this little beauty the next morning, and so I believe this is outside a gas station in the centre of the Castro.
Dale, dale gasolina, me encanta la gasolina. Dale, dale gasolina, me gusta la gasolina.
Well, you know, we can't be English roses all the time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and yeah, I will see you soon. Bye!